What's up, you guys? This is Vinsanity, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about throwing your first competition. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is for 3 reasons. Number 1, because competitions inspire young people in a way like no other. All right, when I was young, I first got into breaking, I was practicing like here and there, maybe like 4 or 5 times a month, right? If that. Right? And when I went to my first competition, it was nothing fancy. It was in a rundown community center, a bunch of people stuffed into this room. And at the time, it was the most inspiring thing in my entire life at that point, right? Seeing dancing in real life, feeling the energy, and just being a part of this community, you know, pushed me like no other. And literally after that, I was practicing every single day. I went from, you know, once in a while to every single day for like 4 or 5 hours a day. So competitions really inspire people on a whole nother level. The second reason why I'm making this is because so many people's first competition ends up a disaster. A lot of those issues just go back to simple organizational things. So today we're gonna knock that out. Number 3, breaking really inspires the community. And when I was younger, you know, I always looked forward to that one competition that happened, you know, maybe once a year, twice a year. And it really made me and my friends train and work hard to actually do good in those. Even if it was a small event, we would spend every single day training and working towards those. And eventually we took that to another level and traveled for events. So it really inspires people on another level, brings the community together, and really pushes people to get better. So today, we're gonna be learning how to throw our first competition. All right, you guys, so step 1 in throwing our competition is planning. I was always told if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So we have to plan it out before we go anywhere. A lot of people will always like start to, you know, get a venue, get a judge without actually knowing what they're doing. So let's start out with just planning, okay? So first is, what are we doing? What kind of competition? What is it? What is actually we're organizing? Is it a popping competition? Is it a b-boy competition? Is it a house dance event? Is it a cypher event? What are we actually doing? My best advice for your first event is keep it small. The bigger it is, the more costs you have, the more things you need to worry about. So I would say keep it small. Let's just say we're gonna throw a one-on-one competition. The next thing is, what is it for? Is it for 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks, 300? The bigger the prize is, the more it is attractive for people to travel for it because they're gonna win the money. But for your first event, honestly, keep it small. I would just say like a one-on-one for 100 bucks. Second thing we have to figure out is, when do we want to throw this competition? Right? And I would say try to do this at least 3 months in advance so you have plenty of time to plan. Third thing is the time, okay? What time do you want to start your event? What time do you want to end your event? Because these are going to be things you're going to have to think about. We could try to figure out the logistics later, but let's just say we need at least 2 hours prep time. We need probably, you know, 3 to 5 hours for the actual event. And then we need 1 hour to take down. So that's 8 hours total. 2 hours prep, 5 hours to actually do our event, and 1 hour to clean up. So let's just say we need our venue from 3 to 5 for setup, 5 to 10 for the actual event, and 10 to 11 to clean up. 8 hours total. Next, we have our judges. The judges is a tough one because judges can make or break your event. Anyone who's danced 10 plus years has dealt with really good judges and also really bad judges. There's been events that I've competed in that I've lost that the judge actually found me after and, you know, talked to me about the event and gave me some words of encouragement, gave me some tips to actually do better the next time, and actually genuinely wanted me to excel in this dance. I've also been to competitions where the judges were texting on their phone, on the phone, dancing, right? Looking elsewhere while I was competing. And to most people, those are judges you kind of want to avoid. So look at your community and find well-respected dancers that could judge this event. One thing that you guys could do is reach out to some of the older members in your community and see if they're interested in judging, or maybe if they have some suggestions. Reaching out to these people is a really way to help build your community, because sometimes, you know, people, they get lost in life and they lose track of the dance community, and reaching out to them just helps pull them back in and helps them become a part of it. So for now, brainstorm a list of 10 potential judges. Next is our DJ, and this is also a vital part of the competition. If you have a terrible DJ, dancers aren't gonna be so happy. So find a DJ who is familiar with breaking, right? Knows breaks, knows music, has good music selection, and just brainstorm a list of people that could potentially DJ for your event. I've been to a number of competitions where the DJ did not know breaking, and they're honestly playing stuff that nobody really wanted to dance to. So always, you know, do your research on a good DJ. So lastly is another vital part of your competition, and that is the host. The host is typically the person who's gonna keep everything organized. It's someone that's gonna be able to make the event exciting when it's not so exciting. It's someone that's gonna be able to command the crowd, someone that could really keep the event going on time and keep it exciting. So try to find a host that's somewhat familiar with breaking, maybe someone that's familiar with the scene. Again, if you're on a budget, maybe a friend that just has a ton of energy and is charismatic and organized. Same thing, brainstorm a list of like 5 people that you could potentially reach out to.